FC26 career mode might actually be insane. We've got some big news to go through today, guys. Starting with this one, career mode in FC26. It is going to be a complete revamp of the transfer negotiation cutscenes, which is absolutely needed because this has been looking the same for a long time now. The same boring cutscenes. So hopefully we will actually get some new kind of animations, some new expressions, maybe some new areas, some new angles. That is very much needed because these cutscenes, they do get boring pretty quickly. So EA will further enhance the use of AI in the next FC edition. Cranium technology in FC26 is expected to see major upgrades that will deliver sharper details and more realistic player faces. So generated players in career mode will look more natural. That was a big problem, especially at the beginning of FC25. Players in the youth academy or just generic faces in general used to look very weird, not realistic. That will get solved in FC26 thanks to AI, so it is nice to see that EA are taking advantage of this incredible technology and using it for many different features in their game. So obviously I've talked about this before, but I've actually not showed this off. We actually have the first open world model of FC. This could not be maybe for FC26, this might actually be for FC28 or something. But guys, this is actually one of the models from this open world mode that EA have been talking so much about, you know, in press conference and stuff. This is something that I've been literally suggesting for years, and here we can see just a little bit of what could be a city that is going to be playable. You can walk around in, and there's a little football pitch as well there. So I am really looking forward to seeing more news about open world, but it's probably going to be too early to see it in FC26. As we can see, Jude Bellingham is going to be the FC26 cover star again. He has actually signed a long-term deal with EA Sports, so that means that he is going to be the face from now on, guys. Just like Messi was a few years ago. He was always on the cover. So Jude Bellingham, what do you guys think about this? I think it's a little bit boring, but you know, he's the poster boy right now. Cannot do too much about that. FC26 release date, it's set to come out worldwide September 26th. Obviously, there was many rumors saying that it was going to be released early because of GTA 6, but because that got delayed, it is now going to be a normal release time, and the pre-order editions should be very similar to what they have been in previous years. So here we have an exclusive from, of course, this legend FGZ News. Make sure to go and follow him, of course, because he posts incredible news and is always right as well. So tournaments / knockouts is a new game mode coming to FC26 Ultimate Team. So there will be weekly tournaments, prizes, certain requirements could be similar to the old tournaments we used to have. Do you guys remember this back in like FIFA 15, FIFA 16, before we had foot drafts, before we had foot champions, before we even had SBCs, we used to have tournaments. There was 4 or 5 games. If you won it, you would, for example, win yourself a card. Those tournaments were so good, and I cannot wait to see them actually being back in the game, guys. I might actually start playing more Ultimate Team again, because those tournaments used to be so fun. If you won them, for example, you could win some coins or just an item, and it would always be very competitive and fun. If you managed to reach, you know, the semi-final or the final, you would actually be guaranteed something nice, unlike, for example, right now in Foot Draft, where you're not really guaranteed any good rewards. More info on tournaments. So there's going to be two tournaments a week, a competitive one and a friendly one. You might have to qualify for some of those tournaments. Cups, cards, and access to early SBC prizes. And yeah, that is going to be amazing. Here we can see an image from what these tournaments used to look like before. Back in the day, you know, you would get these fantastic items, and I think this will be a very nice feature that they obviously bring back again. Something that used to be in the game, but let's see what they do with it in FC26. So here we have some new playstyles: Enforcer Plus, Inventive Plus, Trailblazer Plus, and Aerial Fortress Plus. And even more FCIQ is coming in FC26, a more involved FCIQ. This was a new feature in FC25, so I guess more in-depth tactical systems, and I don't even know, guys, what they're going to be introducing, but clearly they are focusing a lot on, you know, the managerial aspect of the game, tactics, formations, playstyles. It's just getting more and more advanced, it seems like, every single year now. So to be honest, I kind of miss when things were a little bit more simple. You could actually just put the players wherever you wanted on the pitch and stuff. So we will have to see, guys, how much more in depth that they go with this FCIQ 2.0. So EA could acquire the license for World Cup in FC26. I have mentioned this before as well. Looking ahead, the 2026 World Cup represents a major acquisition opportunity and the next defining moment for the franchise. Of course, it's gonna be in America as well, and Canada, where EA have their headquarters. So this is gonna be huge. They're probably gonna be having, you know, the separate game modes as they've used to have before. Probably gonna go crazy with promotions and stuff in Ultimate Team. I just hope that they can do more things with the World Cup in offline game modes as well. For example, career mode. So this is almost guaranteed already, guys. EA Sports will do absolutely everything to acquire the World Cup, especially when it's being held in their country. To the people who are asking if FC26 is going to be free, unfortunately, EA Sports, I guess they make so much from the sales that, yeah, it is actually going to be costing money, which is a bit surprising to me, because I feel like if they just kept it free, you know, people would probably just go crazy and buy packs and stuff anyway, because they got the game for free. But I just suppose they make so much from the pre-orders and stuff, and even though we always say we're not gonna be buying the game, guys, we always end up buying it. So yeah, we will pay whatever it costs. We will be there, as it always is, guys. EA are aware of declining player numbers. They are planning something huge for FC26. So this was actually a tweet that almost went a bit viral. 1 million views, 5,000 likes. So maybe, guys, they are gonna be releasing that open world mode for FC26, or, you know, we have talked about new technology, trade camp, for example. Maybe that will be the big thing of FC26. But, you know, they're definitely gonna have to improve this year, or else they're gonna be losing players even faster than what they did back in FC26, no, FC25, because even myself, I was almost done with that game before Christmas. So we have some more exclusives here from FGZ News. More Ultimate Team things in for Champions. There's gonna be one for Division 5 and under. So a verse for Champions for casual players. FUT Champions has a minimum division requirement, so in my opinion, I think that is nice that the normal casual players don't have to compete with Division 1 players and sometimes even pro players. If you guys have been playing the game for a few years, you will remember that back in FIFA 17, we used to have 40 games a weekend. It was insane. Even I used to play the game so much back then, and I did 40 games in one day. It was absolutely mad. But the game has become so competitive, guys, the last couple of years, that it is so hard to win games in FUT Champions now. So getting one for more casual players, verse players for Division 5 and under, I would be very happy with that. So that is nice, guys. Maybe you can win all the matches and still get better rewards than you would in the normal FUT Champions, like it's been in FC25. So the Mexican League, this is also pretty big news, guys, because as you can see here, the hype around the Mexican League is absolutely massive. Could return in FC26, and actually today we have got some more news that Konami said that Mexican clubs will be removed in the 4.5 update, so in the next Konami updates. So it's now basically confirmed, guys, that the Mexican League is returning to FC. It's been in Konami now and eFootball for a very long time. So this is surprisingly, a lot of people absolutely love this league, and yeah, it is now basically confirmed today, guys, that the Mexican League will be in FC26 because their partnership with Konami is finished. So there we have some of the news for today, some big exclusives and something that you know, I'm pretty excited about, especially for career mode, the open world stuff. We will have to wait and see, guys. We're getting more and more info every single day now. You have to subscribe to the channel, drop a like on this video so you can stay updated with absolutely everything, and I'll make a video when I've got more information to share.